Hey, what's up everyone? This is Ben Zinn for Epic Guitar Instruction. Thanks for checking out this lesson. Today we're going to take you through There There by Radiohead. Great band, great tune, and we're going to take you through how to play the parts from the song adapted for standard tuning. Normally this tune is played in an alternate tuning, but if you're like me, sometimes you don't want to mess with moving the tuning of your guitar. You just want to be able to play your favorite songs without having to change everything around. This has some advantages too. You can learn some new chord voicings, learn some new ways to look at playing your guitar, and hopefully inspire you on a creative side of things too. Starting at the top with the intro, we're going to be playing this idea around a B minor 7 chord, which we're going to voice like this. And we're just going to go ahead and play this, and we'll break down some of the particulars here as we do. Okay, so at this point the verse starts, and we'll talk about the strumming for the verse. But this little riff at the beginning is sort of made by taking this finger off and playing an E note and then returning it here to the F sharp. And you're doing some playing within the chord as you do that. So you want to start out and kind of just think about what the drums are doing in the song. You have this sort of if you kind of think about what the drums are doing, that is a good place to start. Very backbeat heavy, right? So you're going to play the first note of the chord and then kind of lay into it a little bit more. Now notice that I'm only strumming up to the second string here because I want to save the first string for the melody movement. So you have 4 different phrases there that you're kind of playing on that top end, and you're filling in between with the bulk of the chord. And once again, we're adapting this from the alternate tuned original, and we're getting as close as we can here with our standard tuning voicings. Now as the singing starts, we're going to keep holding down this chord, and we're going to keep strumming here, but we're just not going to do that little melodic movement up top, not quite as prominently anyways. So we'll start out by strumming with that backbeat style. One thing we will do is come out here and grab the G note with our pinky, just as a quick little flourish. Okay, and at this point, we're going to move through some other chords here. 3 different chord voicings here. This is a really kind of fun way to play a G chord. And what we're doing here is I'm playing the 6th string, I'm deadening the 5th string, I'm playing the 4th string open, and then I'm holding down the 4th fret here, and the 5th fret, excuse me, the 4th fret here, and the 3rd fret here. So just kind of an interesting way to play a G chord instead of your garden variety. We're going to play this here, then a D over F sharp, like this. I'm leaving the 1st string out the whole time here, and then I'm going to a regular old E minor. But again, I'm actually with my right hand here, I'm kind of holding this as I'm strumming as almost like a safeguard for my strumming. I'm just touching it so I can play it So that's the change that you'll go to in the verse. Putting that all together, back to our B minor 7. And the strumming is kind of changing on the upstroke, right? So we're going to go and anticipate the change there. 1, 2, Now, new section here. We're going to move to an A voicing. So this A voicing here, I wanted to keep the C sharp note or the third as the highest note. So that's how I'm doing that there. I have an open A string, another A note here, and a C sharp here. And I'm just strumming 3 strings here. So I might want to deaden some of the other open strings as I'm strumming. The accents for this chord should be 2 downs, up, up, down, up. So you're moving in 8th notes here with your right hand, and you're going to just pick out different ones to accent. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Kind of important to the rhythmic feel there to get that together. So you'll take that A chord, and then we're going to move to, I guess we would call this, you can call it Grandma Jessie if you want to, but I'll call it D major 7 over F sharp. And again, this is just how I interpreted it from the alternate tuning for standard. Same basic rhythm here, except for you're going to go back and add the D note with your pinky on one of those upstrokes. And then back to this finger. Back to A. And then we're back to the verse. So if you're like me, sometimes you want to take some of these tunes and use them to branch out and play your own thing. Maybe you'll start out with a riff and then want to kind of solo over it, add your own flavor to it. And we just came out with a brand new ebook that we want to share with you for free. It's a great ebook that will help give you some guidelines and some tips on how to get going doing that, what scales to use, triads, techniques, things that you can throw into the mix to start jamming on top of some of your favorite songs or even make some of your own. So it's really a good resource for you as a guitar player. All you got to do is click on the link and we'll send you that free ebook from Epic Guitar Instruction along with a free video lesson for free. So click on the link and check it out. This is going to take us through the first half of the song. You just repeat those sections. And second time we get through the chorus, coming out of it, we're going to go to a bridge that takes us through to the end of the song. So for context, let's start on the A. Now we have So we have this little piece here that serves as the whole end of the tune with some overdubs. And this is a little tricky adapting for standard tuning, but we can get pretty close with these voicings here. So I'm just holding down a root 5th chord here on B, And I'm also getting the minor 7th in there too. Now what I want to do is kind of pump palm muted notes on the root note and then alternate those with the other 2 notes of the chord. Like so. So you see I'm palm muting on the root note and just sort of bouncing back and forth in that rhythm. And then there's a little extension here that you'll do with your pinky. That nice, ugly half-step distance there. Now move up to D and essentially play the same thing. Now down to A. In terms of the intervals, this is going to be exactly the same, but we're going to have some open strings, so it will look a little bit different. You're just going to hold down only this note, but you're going to surround it with the open 5th string and the open 3rd string. And now we're going to go to an E minor here. And I'm doing a little bit of movement within the note on the 4th string here. I'm starting out holding an E minor, and I want to toggle down to an open D, and then slide up to the F sharp or 4th fret. So that's kind of what's happening inside of the chord. And all the while you're kind of filling around with some strumming while you're making that movement happen. That guitar part's going to continue through to the end of the tune, and we start hearing some other guitars, overdubs or second guitars, start to come into the mix. So we'll take a look at one of those now. Okay, so this final part is going to find us outlining the same basic chords that we played just prior, but we're going to play them in a pretty cool way. So we're going to start here with our B minor chord, and I'm going to start by holding down the 6th string B, the D note at the 7th fret 3rd string, and then the B note at the 1st string, and I'm just going to arpeggiate those. So 6th string, 3rd string, 1st string, 3rd string. We'll do that 4 times. Now we're going to move to a D minor type chord. This would be like a D minor 13th. And again, this is what I'm talking about with learning some of these songs in standard tuning. You start figuring out ways to play really cool chords that you might not have come across before. So here's our D minor 13. And we're going to pick out specific notes here. We're going to play the 5th string, 4th string, 1st string, 2nd string. That's going to be the first time. And then the second time, I'm going to relax off here and go to the 5th fret instead of the 6th fret. So first time, second time. Okay, now we're moving to an A chord, and this is going to be a nice, again, kind of A minor 9 that we're going to play here. Open 5th string, 4th string, 7th fret, 7th fret 1st string, 5th fret 3rd string. So we get this all together, first time through. And then second time through, swap out the last note for the 2nd string open. So that'll be 5th string, 4th string, 1st string, 2nd string open. Okay, and then over the E chord, the last time through, what we're going to do is we're going to hold down the E note here, the B note here and combine that with some open strings. So we're going to go 6th string open, 5th string at the E note, then 1st string, then 2nd string. That's going to be first time through. Second time through, we're going to grab the G note over here, and I'm going to play 6th string, 4th string, 1st string, 2nd string. And then the third time I go back to the original. So over the E chord, this is what you're going to do. 6, 5, 2, 1, 6, 4, 2, 1, 6, 5, 2, 1. Okay, and here it is all together. Okay, thanks everyone. This has been There by Radiohead. Once again, adapted for standard tuning. Thanks for checking out the lesson. Hey, if you dug it, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Check us out on Facebook. Subscribe. That way we'll let you know when we keep bringing you these lessons. And just help us spread the word. That's going to help us to bring you the content. We'll keep these lessons coming as long as you guys keep spreading the word and letting us know how we're doing. So thank you so much. Once again, this is Ben Zinn for Epic Guitar Instruction, and I'll see you in the next one.